I've been asked why I wrote this book, How to Get Started in Evangelism. And I think I have a burden because I know how hard personally it is to get started in evangelism. In some ways, evangelism is always rolling the ball uphill. There are internal hitches inside of us that stop us from sharing the faith. That's why I love how Paul speaks in Acts 20 in his address to the Ephesian elders twice about how he never shrank from declaring the whole counsel of God to the church in Ephesus. And I feel that in myself, this tendency to shrink. So in some ways, I wrote the book to talk about the mistakes I've made. In fact, I start off the book with a clear mistake or just blowing it in evangelism. And to say that books about evangelism shouldn't always be about success stories. It should be about the principles that underlie our desires to share our faith. It starts off with an understanding of what the gospel is. I talk about how we must not only know the gospel, we must speak the gospel with boldness and clarity. And that first section, I end talking about how we must live the gospel. That is, the implications of the gospel in our lives. And I want everyone that I know who's a believer to have the joy of seeing people come to faith. You know, one of the greatest invigorating things for your church is to see people come to faith and the vitality that spreads out through the whole congregation as a result of new believers in your place.